Hello and welcome to what I'm labelling Sour Saturday. Welcome to the no people watching me right now, so I'll give you all a minute. Yeah. Oh, what a bit of that is. I just wait for people to come online, and then we'll get on. Oh, hello to the first viewer, and I will do the introduction again now. Welcome to what I'm called. Oh, you've gone again. I'll leave it a minute. Is anyone there? Literally anyone? I mean, I've got 8 on the quiz, so I thought someone would be here. Maybe that's it. Anyway, we've got 2 now, so that's good. So welcome to what I'm calling Sour Saturday. Yes, Sour Saturday. So 4 sour beers for everyone to enjoy tonight if you've got them. I don't know if anyone has, but I have. And my first one is a tropical sour. If you missed it on YouTube, on Facebook, I should say, from Vault City Brewing. A lovely beer. This just tastes like pineapples. Hello, Monica. Hello, Justina. How are you? Welcome to the magnum opus that is the big Saturday quiz. My first ever Saturday quiz. That's something to celebrate, isn't it? And I will be having 4 sour beers during my time with you tonight. So, if you've not got the code for tonight, it's 810-389, which sounds like a phone number from Borley Marsh because they all start with 810. But yeah, there we go, 810-389. Some people are struggling to see the live streams. I'm going to put a link on the Facebook for that. Some people are already asking for the code. There we go. Oh. So welcome to the 3 of you watching. People saying they can't see it. Is there an issue with the stream? I don't know. Love to hear your opinions on this. That'd be great. But I've got 10 people on the quiz, so that's good news. 4 people watching, even better news. So usually we get more viewers than people who take part. I might ask Sarah to have a look on the phone, check it's all good. Oh, here we go. People are coming in. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right, Sarah. Jack Bartley says stream is fine, user error. Love that from you, Jack. So my mum's on there. So Herdman family in Spilsby, hello. Stream all good, excellent. So yeah, I will get complaints about this quiz tonight, I'm sure, because there's some ridiculously hard questions, especially in the Britpop round. We've also got a Batman round. We've also got, because the Batman has just come out, we've also got a round all about February, because that's the month that's just gone. And what else have we got? Winter Olympics, because they've just happened. So yeah, very exciting quiz tonight. We've got 10 already lining themselves up for the quiz. It starts in 3-4 minutes. So if you're not on already, get on. Hello, Julian. How are you? Welcome to Sour Saturday.
Hello.
What's the code?
810389. Who's asking for the code? Why doesn't I understand the code? The code is 810389.
810.
I'm just gonna send my link for my live stream to a few people because apparently they can't see it, which is very strange. Yeah, definitely there. So check that person there. I don't want to do that. Technology, wondrous, isn't it? Here we go. I'm doing it. Right. Undo that. Right. So we've got 8 on the stream now. We've got 13 ready to quiz their minds off. Yes. So apparently people coming online now. Hello, says Vic. Hello. Julian's got the Vault City Triple Fruit with Mango Beer. Ooh, get ready for that one. I'm very ready for that one. Helen's just asked Charlotte, did you enjoy World Book Day? She did. We will give people around another 2 minutes to get online, and then we will get on with it.
389. No, 389.
It's just so good. What I'll probably do is just wait for this beer to finish, and then we'll go find online. Is anyone else still there? Viewers have dropped down to 5. Worrying. Hello, Dan. How are you doing? So yeah, for anyone who doesn't know the code, I'm going to type it into the chat here. I'll do it now. 810389. Booze report. I'm having a Vault City Tropical Sour. The first one I'm having done, and I'm hoping to get through 3 more while we enjoy the quiz. Christine has asked, did Skegness win? They did. It was 2-all. We've got 9 on the quiz now. We've got 14 waiting. So we'll just give everyone a couple more minutes and then we will go. Yeah, I know I've got 2 pieces of pizza. I'm going to have it afterwards. So Charlotte is about to go and get me my first canned Vault City beer, which is exciting. So this is the one that Julian has got. It's the triple fruited mango. Do you want to go and get that, Charlotte? Adam, would you go and get that?
No, I'll go get it now.
Where is it?
In the little fridge. Anne says she's Miss Christine. Each to their own, I guess. Right, I think we're about to start because numbers have stopped going up. So we best get on with it. So I'm about to get a beer and then we will get on. Maybe on Saturday, slightly lower numbers. Everyone's out, aren't they? No, so.
No, the other one.
Triple fruited mango, please. Charlotte is smashing up. Hey. Yes. Anyway, here we go. Here's the beer. I'm going to pour the beer and then we will get on with 50
Triple
quizzical.
fruited mango.
Yeah, so this is the next one. This is, a bit fizzy. There it is, triple fruited mango. Let's pour it in. Another sour beer. I fear that having 4 sour beers in a night will give me dreadful heartburn. But that's just life, isn't it? You got to take the rough with the smooth. And look at that. That smells proper naughty. I'm going to let it settle. And after the first round, which is the February round, I will give you your review. Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. The big Saturday quiz has begun. So,
2, 1.
in which year was 911 first used as an emergency phone number in the United States? Was it 1980, 1970, 1945, or 1968? So this is the February history round. Lots of people all over this already.
Joe Biden. Bo Biden.
And it is 1968. Sir Gavin Williamson is with us tonight. That's nice to see. So yes, the answer is 1968.
Who's in first?
The Watkinsons lead the way at the moment. 14 won the quiz tonight. So slightly lower numbers. But it is a Saturday. People are busy. And that's cool. I'll enjoy it with all of you. Which famous civil rights activist was killed in February 1965? Is it John F. Kennedy, Martin Luther King, Andrew Goodman, or Malcolm X? So Julian's gone with a good, smooth with a sour kick afterwards. Excellent. That sounds lovely. Lovely. I'm quite excited for this now. And the answer is Malcolm X has 23.1%. If you said it's quite tight at the top, which we like to see. Okay. I can't wait. I'm going to have a sip now.
What's it like?
That is amazing.
Ralph, stop it. Ralph.
I'll give you my review after the next question. Okay, here we go. Which major New York location opened in February 1912? Is it Grand Central Station, the Empire State Building, the Statue of Liberty, or Times Square? So this is pure mangoes.
It's thick.
It smells like mangoes.
It's
It tastes like mangoes. And as Julian said, it's very smooth, almost like a smoothie.
and the answer is Grand Central Station.
So almost like a smoothie, but with that lovely sour kick afterwards. I mean, just look at that. Amazing. I mean, I give it. I can't. It's amazing. It's almost not like a beer, but it is a beer because it's 6.5%. Anyway, which NASA mission landed on the moon in February 1971? Is it Apollo 13, 14, 12, or 11? I mean, I don't really know what to give it because. Oh, that is quite incredible, and you can just drink it like fruit juice. I mean, I'd probably give it. Let's be honest, it's a gorgeous drink.
And the answer is Apollo 14.
I'd probably give it. I'm going to give it a 10. Yeah, that's right, a 10. That is absolutely beautiful. Oh my goodness.
Which Formula One?
Which Formula One driver was kidnapped in February 1958? Damon Hill, James Hunt, Juan Manuel Fangio, or Sterling Moss? So this is the triple fruited mango modern sour beer. It's 6.2%. So it's quite lethal, despite its taste of just pure fruit and just amazingness. It's got a 10. You get that from me, Tesco?
And the answer is Jean Manuel Fangio.
Yeah, so Juan Manuel Fangio was kidnapped in February 58. Vic asking for the code for the quiz. I don't know if that's a joke or not, but it's 810389. That's 810389. Yes, you can read all the history notes there about why he was kidnapped. Now, here's an exciting round. Which Roland Emmerich film is this? Is it Godzilla, Independence Day, The Day After Tomorrow, or Moonfall? So quite a good round.
Classic.
Quite a good round, I think. Which Roland Emmerich film is this? And the answer is, as most of you got,
Godzilla.
Yeah, nearly everyone got that. Godzilla, 78.6%. I think about one person put Independence Day, one person put Day After Tomorrow, and one person put his most recent film, Moonfall.
Yes.
Oh, just this bit. I've got to slow down on that. Okay. Next question coming up. And so here we go with the Winter Olympic round. In which games did Eddie the Eagle Edwards and the Jamaican bobsleigh team make global headlines? Is it Calgary, 88, Albertville, 92, or Lillehammer, 94? Yes, I'm getting that, Julian. It's giving me a bit of a pain here. And I've got two more sour beers to come. So,
and the answer is
Calgary.
88.
Yes, so that's when Eddie the Eagle Edwards and Jamaican bobsleigh team made headlines. But yeah, I'm going to have dreadful heartburn tonight. But we carry on, don't we? Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, there it is. Oh, wow. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. Give me a minute. Snowboarding was introduced in the 98 games, but why was Ross, you can read that second bit, initially stripped of his gold medal for trashing his hotel room and getting arrested, celebrating his win, for making a political statement on the podium, or for testing positive for cannabis? So why did he get his medal stripped of him? It was for testing positive for cannabis. Actually, he got the medal given back to him. A little bit of a nugget of information for you, because the International Athletics Committee at the time didn't ban cannabis, so he was allowed to get his medal back. So there you go.
Has it been taken off him since?
No.
Oh, that is.
So there we go. Sarah messing with the lights. That's not helping, is it?
Who is Great Britain's most successful Winter
Olympian, yes. Is it Jeanette Outweg, Lizzie Arnold, or John Curry? Who is Sir Gavin Williamson? Well, he's on my quiz. I don't think it's the Gavin Williamson. Love to know who that is. That's good. And so Great Britain's most successful Winter Olympian is Lizzie Arnold of 64.3%, if you said. Lizzie Arnold, of course, who did the skeleton and actually won twice in a row. The only UK athlete in the Olympic Games to ever successfully defend their title. Okay, so here we go. Question 10 coming up.
Is why did snowboarder Jenny Jones?
Why did snowboarder Jenny Jones make history in Sochi 2014? Was it because she became the oldest Team GB member to win an Olympic medal? She became the first Briton to win a medal in a snow event, or was it she scored the highest score in a snowboarding qualifying event? And the answer is she became the first Briton to win a medal in a snow event. So she won a bronze in the snow. Oh God, what was it? The snowboarding slope style event. She won a bronze, and that's the only medal we've ever won on the snow. Yeah, useless, aren't they? Anyway, very tight at the top. Love it when it's like this. Dave B is the second. Good lad, Dave. Including Beijing 2022, how many times will East Asia have hosted the Winter Olympics? Is it 3, 4, or 5?
Good beer.
Incredible beer.
And the answer is 4.
That's half of your put. Yes, it's hosted it 4 times. So, next question coming up. Very exciting quiz this week. After the Winter Olympic round, I will give you the top 10 rundown. So, Gavin Williamson is winning currently. I don't know who that is, but doing very well. In which winter sport has Great Britain had the most success at the Olympics? Curling, skeleton, or figure skating? Curling, skeleton, or figure skating? So yeah, has it won the most medals at curling, the most medals at skeleton, or the most medals at figure skating? Recently, curling has been very,
and
very,
the
very
answer
popular.
Is figure skating.
Yes, so Britain has won 15 medals in figure skating, including 7 when the sport was included in the 1908 and 1920 Summer Games. GB have won 9 skeleton medals and 5 curling medals. So there you go. Curling, recently very popular in terms of our success rate, but figure skating is the actual answer. Julian gives it a 10 for colour, and I'll be right there with you, Julian.
What is the most medals won by Great Britain at a single Winter Olympics? Is it 3, 5, or 7?
3, 5, or 7. So what's the most medals won by Great Britain at a single Winter Olympics? 3, 5, or 7?
And the answer is 5, as 57.1% of you said.
57.1% of you said the most medals won by Great Britain in a single Winter Olympics is 5, and you would be right. I believe it was in 2014. Please correct me if I am wrong. You may notice the chat's a bit slower tonight. That's because Paul isn't on, but he did send me a number of jokes to tell you throughout the round. So I will bring them out in a minute, and we'll see how that goes. Which of the following sports is timed to 1,000th of a second in order to separate competitors? Skeleton, bobsleigh, or luge? We love the luge, don't we?
Yeah.
I'm just bringing up Paul's. Okay, here we go. So I'll give you a couple of jokes after this question. So the luge is actually done to 1,000th of a second. It's considered to be the fastest of the sports, which all use the same track, reaching speeds up to 140 kilometers an hour, about 100 miles an hour, I think that is. A skeleton and bobsleigh are timed to 100th of a second. Oh, I do apologise. Sour Saturday is going to kick my arse, I think. So Paul actually went to a fancy dress party recently, dressed as a screwdriver, turned a few heads. What was the motto for the 2020 Winter Games in Beijing? Hot, cool, yours. I wish it was that. It's not that. Together for a shared future, or passion connected. Oh dear, Paul's been out and about. He actually bought a new house, and he had a housewarming at an arsonist's house, but it didn't end well.
And the answer is together for a shared future.
As how many, Paul?
71.4% of you said.
Oh, well done. Paul has a bread making machine, actually. He thinks he knows who stole it, but he can't prove it. So he has a, it's like he's here. Which of the following has not been a Winter Olympics demo sport? Is it ski ballet, dog sleigh racing, or ski mountaineering?
Ski ballet. Oh,
Paul actually, the reason he's not here is his very first lasso lesson. He's hoping to rope some friends in. Here we go. So the only event that's not been a demo sport is
ski mountaineering.
And the reason that has not been a demo sport, it actually be a medal event in the 2026 Olympics. So we're going to have ski mountaineering, which sounds great, actually. Ski ballet was a demo event in 88 and 92, and dog sled racing was a demo sport in 1932. So there you go. What an obscure question that is.
What was dog sleigh racing?
Which Roland Emmerich film is this? Is that Godzilla, Moonfall, The Day After Tomorrow, or White Hot House Down? All amazing films. Julian Thrasher has upped the joke game. My wife tells me I have two major faults: I don't listen, and something else. Very good.
Oh.
To be fair, the classic song was the best. But that is The Day After Tomorrow, as 78.6% of you said. And here is your top 10. Sir Gavin Williamson leads the way with Annie in second, Tommy Tank in third, Christine Bournemouth fourth. Team Thrasher fifth, Churchill in sixth, seventh is Dave B, eighth in Helsky, ninth is Jack Bartley, and 10th is Monica. Okay, next question coming up. Who directed the Batman film of 1989? Is it Tim Burton, Joel Schumacher, and Christopher Nolan, or Leslie H. Martinson? Great news. My elder son has just arrived from KFC, where he works diligently.
We interrupt this live stream.
Some popcorn chicken. Hey!
This live stream is brought to you by KFC. So dry. So cold.
So dry.
So rubbery.
And cold.
Come on, Ralph, go on. Come here.
Thank you very much.
Ralph can eat some. Come on, Ralph. Come here.
I'm Vic saying this quiz is quite challenging. It is. But this is the Batman round, of course, to celebrate the release of the new Batman film. So, of course, the very first Batman film was directed, lovely popcorn chicken, by Tim Burton. Also did the sequel. Who was introduced as Batman's first ever foe in 1940 in Batman #1? Is it the Penguin, Ra's al Ghul, the Joker, or Harley Quinn? Lovely chicken.
Look at his face.
Right,
Right, so I'm just going to sup the last of this, and then we'll get on to the next sour beer. It is the Joker at 35.7% of you said it, and 35.7% of you were right. Of course, Ra's al Ghul taught him the ways, but was not his first foe. So, next Batman question coming up. George Clooney starred as Batman in Batman and Robin, but what actor played Robin? Was it Jim Carrey, Tobey Maguire, Chris O'Donnell, or Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
It was too.
beer. Blueberry muffin, please.
Is that a bottle or a can?
It's a can in the little fridge. So next beer coming up. And the answer is Chris O'Donnell. Of course it is.
I wish it was.
71.4%. You got that. Bang on.
I can't believe you're eating them.
It's not cold. It's fine.
I had some really good popcorn earlier, straight out the fryer. Asbestos hot.
KFC, baby.
Is this orange juice? What the hell?
Have a taste.
It looks thicker than orange juice.
Ooh. What film was the highest gross worldwide of all of the Batman films? Is it Dark Knight, Dark Knight Rises, Batman 89, or Batman Begins?
Tastes like bin juice, Richard.
No, it doesn't. It's beautiful. People who've got taste, Ryan, and don't like carling are giving it a 10. Not just me. Julian's giving it a 10 too.
Well, if you leave it in your mouth, it tastes like a smoothie mixed with beer.
The Dark Knight Rises has 28.6% he said. Now, The Dark Knight, of course, being the better film, I think. But after that film, of course, expectations were higher to the sequel, hence the reason it got the larger box office. My wife and I laugh at how competitive we are, but I laugh more, says Julian. Very good, very good. Up in a quiz game like that. How did the shy botany student, Pamela Isley, gain her powers to become the supervillain Poison Ivy? Is it bit by a Venus flytrap? Will you stop?
That's just going to fix you.
Merged with a plant DNA in a lab experiment, tricked into a human genome experiment, or injected with plant-based poison? It is, as 38.5% said, 0.5% of you said, injected with plant-based poison. Right, my next sour beer, this is Sour Saturdays, destroying me,
Oh,
is blueberry maple. It suggests it's stacked with flavour. It's vegan friendly. Lashings of vibrant blueberries cut through decadent layers of maple. So Selena Kyle, a.k.a. Catwoman, is known for her pinpoint accuracy with what deadly weapon? Is it whip, bow and arrow, revolver, or throwing stars? So what does Catwoman use as her primary weapon?
Got a gap.
The cat with the
Right.
game.
Oh, here we go. Look at it.
Can yeah.
Look at that. It is a whip, as 92.9%. I think one person probably slipped on their phone there or tablet and put throwing stars. I've never known
Easy mistake.
Catwoman to use throwing stars. Charlotte, do you want to put anything in, please?
Mm-hmm.
Glad you enjoyed it. So, what American city is used as a stand for Gotham in director Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy? Is it Philadelphia, New York, Baltimore, or Chicago? So, this one is a blueberry maple beer. I can smell it.
It was locked after.
And it's sticky. Smell very sweet and sticky. Oh, yes, it smells amazing. We'll see what it tastes like in a minute. Chicago, of course, stood in for Gotham in the Dark Knight trilogy. I'm going to give you a top 10 in a minute because we're nearly at the end of the Batman round. And I think then it's the insanely hard Britpop round.
I'm sorry, boy. I love you.
But it's quite tight at the top, and especially from 3rd to 10th. Very tight. What are the Batman villains Harley Quinn, Catwoman, and Poison Ivy collectively known as? Is it the Birds of Prey, DC Sisterhood, Gotham City Sirens, or the Trinity? You tell me. Christine Bourne still hanging in there in the top 10. Well done, Christine. Very good, actually. And the answer is Gotham City Sirens, as only 14% of you got. Yes, Birds of Prey, of course, is Huntress and a few others. They're the heroes. We're talking about the villains here, and they're definitely called the Gotham City Sirens. So far, I'm annoyed about this because lower numbers than usual. I've not made any spelling mistakes. You know, less people to have a go, isn't there? Less people to have a go. How did the parents of Bruce Wayne die in the Batman universe? Was it suicide, murder, car accident, or were they drowned at sea? Just a minute. Ralph is taking an amorous leaning towards his new bed, and we're just trying to stop him thinking about doing you know what to it. No, he's just having a good old nuzzle. And the answer is murder. Yeah, they're, of course, murdered in an alleyway by, it depends what comic you read. The Batman round is endless. Thank you, Jack. Makes me giggle. Yeah, isn't it? And there's nothing wrong with that. Will you stop and sit down? Charlotte is actually sitting on my new gaming beanbag. What legendary actor played the role of the Joker in the '89 film Batman? And this is the last Batman question.
What?
Is it Keaton, Michael Caine, Danny DeVito, or Jack Nicholson? So I'll tell you, this round has made me want to watch Batman films. I think Sarah said I can watch a Batman film tonight. I'm pretty sure she said that. Anyway, let's taste
Michael Keaton.
the blueberry maple beer. So a few of you put Michael Keaton. He actually played Batman in that film.
Yeah.
It is Jack Nicholson. As over 3/4 of you put. And here is your top 10. Sir Gavin Williamson leads the way, followed by Tommy Tank. Monica's in 3rd. Churchill's in 4th. Annie's in 5th. Teen Thrasher 6th. Jack Bartley 7th. Helen is in 8th. Christine is in 9th. And Nina is in 10th. Which Roland Emmerich film is this? Is that Independence Day and Resurgence, 2012, The Patriot, or Moonfall? Wow. Okay, put that one down. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Oh my. Oh my. That is amazing. Independence Day Resurgence, as nearly all of you got right there. Well done. Now that, so in terms of complexity, this beer leads the way. On the first beer, you get the sweet, sticky maple syrup, and then the blueberry after it, and then the sourness. So quite a journey in my mouth. And I'll give you my score in a minute. Here we go. Here's the insanely hard Britpop round. Where was the Greyhound Stadium on the cover of Blur's Parklife? Is it Walthamstow, Catford, Wimbledon, or Romford? So, first one was all mango, all fruit, all smoothie. This one has 3 different flavors in there. And I don't know what's the score. But anyway, yes, it was in Walthamstow, as half of you knew. Who knew? And we have a joint leader currently. So that's exciting. And a joint 3rd place. And 4th, 5th place is just behind. And my mum is in 6th. What is going on? She's still in there. Mental. Now, I know it might be the lower numbers. It might be the fact she actually knows loads about Batman. Which band was Noel Gallagher sound technician for before Oasis formed? Is it the Stranglers, Gang of 4, Inspiral Carpets, or the Clint Boone Experience? So, new Batman film looks good. I do chew my beer, Vic, because can't get all that taste in your mouth. He is the sound technician for the Inspiral Carpets. That's 42.9% if you do. Well done to all of you. I'm actually going to change my score because the first one was very obvious. It's a mango beer, and it's the mango, very obvious. So I'm going to give that a 9. This one is different levels. That is a 10. Right there. That is absolutely unbelievable. What city are Shed 7 from? Is it Leeds, Liverpool, York, or Manchester? So yeah, this is the blueberry maple beer, which is actually stronger. It's 6.6% as well. Didn't realise that. Oh, Jesus. But it's just incredible. You can taste the maple syrup.
What?
You're still in 6th?
Yeah, so Shed 7 are from York. And we've got a very tight battle for first place. So Gavin Williamson still just leads the way. Monica's quite way back in 3rd. Christine Bomber still there in 6th. Well done, Christine. Okay, next question coming up. Which of these bands didn't support Oasis at Nebworth in 96? Is it Happy Mondays, the Chemical Brothers, the Manic Street Preachers, or Prodigy? Before the end of the quiz, I'd love to know who Sir Gavin Williamson is. I know who Sir Gavin Williamson is, but I'd like to know who he is, so I know who to
Nobody got that right.
praise if
And
they
it
do win
was
this.
Happy Mondays as 0% of you.
I don't think that's ever happened. No one got that right. Literally, no one got that right. Happy Mondays, you would expect to support Oasis, I assume, but same kind of like, you know, they're all mates and stuff, but no, they didn't. Chemical Brothers, Manic Street Preachers, and the Prodigy did. How old was Jarvis Cocker when he formed Pulp? 13, 15, 18, or 22? Now, my wife's quite a fan of Pulp. So, Sarah, any ideas?
22. I don't know.
She's going for 22. Would make sense because it's of an age. You'd probably create a band and tour the country.
And-
Actually, is
And the answer is 15 as 57.1% of you said.
well done to 57.1% of you. Okay, next question coming up. Charlotte's not being quite as annoying as usual, which is nice.
Surprising.
Yeah, unsurprising. Yes, indeed. Okay, which Roland Emmerich film is this? Is that 2012, Midway, Stargate, or Independence Day? So, I love this Roland Emmerich round. It's one of my favourites. But which Roland Emmerich film is this?
Bon Jovi.
Team Thrasher, literally the last person to answer that. I don't think that's too hard. It's 64.3% of you said 2012 and 64.3% of you
Wow.
are correct. And Roland Emmerich, he loves to destroy the world, doesn't he? In his films, he's done it like 3 or 4 times now. 2012, I really like. Actually, a little bit of trivia for you. One of my first dates with Sarah was to go and see 2012. She loved it. Absolutely loved it. At its peak, how many players were active on Fortnite in a month? So this is the video game round. Jack Bartley, you should be all over this. So at its peak, is it 50.4 million, 78.3 million, 44.9 million, or 99.3 million? If you didn't catch that, Sarah just said she didn't remember that. That's kind, isn't it? I remember it well. It was at the West,
just blocked the film.
the West End Cinema in Boston. We sat on the second row to watch that epic. Lots of neck leaning back for that because you couldn't really see it. And I remember at the time she said that was pretty decent. She now claims she didn't enjoy it.
No, I said I don't remember watching it.
Don't remember it. And then one of my first dates, my wife doesn't remember. I remember it.
Which video game shattered the record for the most sales in 24 hours, making over
800 million. Is it FIFA 18, GTA 5, Call of Duty Black Ops, or Cyberpunk 2077? 2077, yes. So now I've mentioned dates. The chat's gone a bit mental. Jack Bartley says, I wasn't at the back. Oh, cheeky. No, because there was no seats at the back. Where else did you and Sarah have dates? Well, actually, our very first one, Vic, you'll be glad to know, was in the Woodall Spa Chinese. We used to frequent quite often.
And the answer
I
is
don't remember that one.
GTA 5. Yes, we had that Amaratic duck in the old pancakes.
that's not Norman's name.
So, which was the first video game produced by Nintendo? Donkey Kong, Mario Brothers, Luigi's Mansion, or EVR Racing? Good film, says Julian Thrasher. It is a good film, Julian. I think you and me might be the same because most people think
Oh,
that's
it's happened
not a
again.
good film. I like it. I really like it.
It's happened again.
I think it trends down at the end when they got those big
Oh,
boats. I think
That's
it's a bit silly.
happened
The
again.
answer is EVR Racing, but who cares about the quiz? Let's chat about 2012.
No, the answer
EVR
is-
Racing has 0% of. I told you this quiz would be controversial. No one got that right, and that picture there is so you know I'm not lying. That was Nintendo's very first ever game, a tabletop game called EVR Race. Which gaming console has the record for most units sold? Is it the Nintendo GameCube, the PS2, the Xbox 360, or the Nintendo Wii? Now, the Wii, of course, was very, very successful with all brat people, because, anyone could play the Wii.
And
But actually, the most record for the most units sold was
PlayStation 2.
You say it.
my mom's still in the top 10. What is going on? And it's a very tight race, however, for second, third, and fourth. First, leading the way quite heavily currently, but there's a good round coming up. What's the longest Mario Kart track? What a ridiculous question. Is it Luigi Raceway, Cooper Cape Road, Rocks Mountain, or Rainbow Road, that Nintendo 3DS version? I mean, this is a stupid question, isn't it? Because who would know that? I don't know that. Do you know that? No one would know that. You're just guessing. And I don't blame you. Just guess.
And the answer is Rainbow Road Nintendo 3DS version, as 28.6% of you.
So
Yes.
Julian Thrasher agrees it does go a bit weird at the end, but John Cusack was good in it. He was, and it does, but some great destruction in that film. Some absolutely great destruction. Basically, San Andreas, I like that as well. Similar destruction. But yeah, 2012 beats it out for me. Which Roland Emmerich film is this? Is that The Patriot, White House Down, Universal Soldier, or Midway? Jack Bartley says he doesn't know that because he's a Crash Team Racing guy. Well, you can be both. So which Roland Emmerich film is that? It is
White House Down.
White House Down, another underrated film, especially when they do donuts in a limo on the White House lawn. That's one of my favourite. White Horse lawn, White House
Grandma
lawn.
went
That
down
is
tonight.
fabulous. Grandma is clinging on, Charlotte, to the top 10. Clinging on. So Gavin Williamson has taken quite the lead, however. Okay, it's the numbers round. Everyone knows numbers. How many inches are there in a hand? Is it 16, 8, 4, or 3? I bet Churchill is loving the trash film round. They're not trash. Roland Emmerich just delivers films that people enjoy. Sorry, Jack. You know, I still haven't seen Moonfall.
And the answer
Sure
is
you went with me.
4, as 21.4%
sure.
of you said.
Sarah's just asked, are you sure I went to see 2012?
Well, I think
with
it's
me.
like when you said I've been to Oxford and I haven't.
And I even wore I remember, because I even remember the t-shirt I wore.
What t-shirt
so-
did you wear? What did
Never mind, Charlotte.
What?
Eric, what t-shirt did you wear?
My pretty green one, the white one with the red logo on.
a cube has how many faces? 6, 8, 12, or 4?
6, 8, 12, or 4. So, how many faces has a cube? Chris Churchill is doing. Who is Chris Churchill? I like him, but he's doing very well. But good to see him pop up, actually.
And the answer is 6, as
Who put 12?
85.7% of you said.
So someone was lost with the cube round. They thought it was just sides, obviously, because they put 4. Julian Thrasher says he prefers Olympus Has Fallen. I prefer Olympus Has Fallen, if I'm honest. It's a good film, that. What was the second one called? What fell in the second one? London, yeah, that one.
How
very
many
good.
cents are there in a dime? 105, 20, or
Yeah,
10?
It came out in November. We didn't go out until December.
Well, I'll be having a conversation with Sarah after this about that. And we actually went out officially in
And-
December 2009.
And the
But
answer
what she doesn't remember is that I courted her in November 2009, which included a trip to the cinema to see 2012. But there we go. We'll have an argument afterwards.
And the
Oh.
answer is 10, as 50% of you said.
Yeah, okay.
She says, yeah, okay, that's good then. Okay, next question coming up in the number round, and it's getting very tight
How
at the
many
top.
squares are there in a chessboard? 32, 64, 128, or 48? I'm good at this.
16 by 16.
It is.
And the answer is 64, as
85.7% of you said. In first is Sir Gavin Williamson with a lead of around 15 points from Tommy Tank, and Monica just 1 point behind. It's actually destroying this since we got to the number round. That's weird. She's not very good with numbers. Anyway,
Maybe not.
How
How many
many?
gods are worshipped in a monotheistic religion? Is it 12, 2, 1, or 24? Think about the name. Herman family want a Bournemouth dating round. That would be quite short. That's about 2 questions. Christine got the chess question because she played drafts with Charlotte today.
And the answer is 1, as 100%
Everyone
of
got
you
that.
said. And we didn't
No,
I
yesterday.
no.
wanted to put 24.
We got married in 2012. 2012.
Oh,
And
well, maybe.
yeah, so Mum's out of the top 10. There's a shock. Numbers round. She's gone. Vic says that's a great idea. How many furlongs are there in a mile? 8, 4, 12, or 10? So Gavin Williams, and whoever he is, or she is, he's bang on it tonight. Absolutely bang on it.
Paul says, do you want anything from the shop?
Paul says, do I want anything from the shop? No, I'm all right, actually.
And the answer is 8.
If you're wondering who Paul is,
5.7%
he's my mate who's coming around for a beer.
of you said.
Gavin Williamson, nearly an unassailable lead. Nearly. He needs to get the next question right, and I think he's almost got it. But the race for second, third, and fourth is still very much on. Okay, next question coming up.
Okay.
Before decimalisation, how many pence were in a pound? Now, I didn't know this when I saw the answer, and I think it's quite an interesting answer. Was it 100, 150, 240, or
10.
Okay, so before decimalisation, how many pence were in a pound?
And you won't guess this.
So I won't be doing any more sour beers live on YouTube because I've got quite a lot of heartburn right now.
And the answer is 240, as 50% of you said.
Oh, Charlotte made like a nice sicky burp then. That was nice. So the strawberry one I have had before, and I'll probably give about an 8. So there you go. But this, oh my. But don't do it too fast because it's too nice to drink fast.
The taste.
The taste, indeed. What number would a hooker usually wear in a game of rugby union? Oh, there we go. There's the
7.
first spelling mistake. What number would a hooker usually wear in a game of rugby union? The well-known game, rugby union. 7, 4, 12, or 2. We do.
Robbie. Whoa.
And the
Oi.
answer is
Watch your mouth.
2.
It's 2. It's 14.3% you said. I can tell you now, there's only 9 points between first and second, which means first and second is not decided as we head into the final 2 questions. Tommy Tank, I think you've got third. No, you haven't got third sewn up. Churchill could still beat you. And so there's 2 massive questions coming up. Okay, name the wrestler. It's the point you've all been waiting for. And I know one person has been waiting for more than anyone else. Is that Daniel Bryan? Is it Bryan Danielson? Is it Christopher Daniels? Or is it AJ Styles? Name the wrestler. I've only done 2 of these because people complain about them. So who is that?
And the,
Oh, I foxed quite a few people. It is Bryan Danielson because that is him in the AEW brand where he's now called Bryan Danielson. Daniel Bryan was his name when he was in WWE. Bryan Danielson is his real name. So don't come at me with nonsense. That's the truth. Dan says, yeah. And I can tell you now, there's only 3 points between first and second. Who is going to win this? This is exciting. Name the wrestler. Is that Roman Reigns? Is that Adam Page? Is that Braun Strowman? Or is that Brock Lesnar? We head into WrestleMania season. But more importantly, we're heading to the last question of the big Saturday quiz. And I don't know who's going to win. With the last question to go, I'm very excited. I've got a slight headache. Here we go.
Ralph, stop it with my
He is
sentence.
my
Ralph,
client.
leave it.
And the answer is Brock
My
Lesnar. That's
client.
57.1% of you said. I'm not looking at the top 10. I don't want to see the top 10 until it flashes up on my screen within 17 seconds. There was a tie at the top, but then it changed. And the last question, I can tell you it changed, but which way did it change? I don't know. Let's find out in 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4,
I know the way it's changed already.
3, 2, 1. Here we go. I've successfully hosted the quiz. Thank you. In 10th, for the first time ever in the top 10, It's Christine Bournemouth with 129 points. And her biggest fan, Anne Richards, beats her in ninth. Father, don't know who that is, in 143 points. Team Thrasher comes seventh with 145 points. Dave B comes sixth with 147 points. Fifth is Bo Jiden with 150 points. Churchill with 159 points just misses out. And here is your top three. Here is your top three. In third is Tommy Tank. Came like like from the ashes almost to finish on the podium with 164 points. In second, I can't actually cope with this. In second, and he was leading the way for literally the whole quiz.
Sir Gavin Williams.
Was Sir Gavin Williamson with 183 points and pipping him at the post due to those wrestling questions. I didn't know she was such a big fan. Obviously, she hid that from me for 5 years. Is Monica with 185 points on the week she left my team? She won the quiz. Ridiculous. Well done, Monica. 108. I actually had to make her do this tonight, and she's won it. So she doesn't win anything. Just respect. But that's good enough. That's the best prize of all, isn't it? So well done, Monica. 185 points. So yeah, there you go. The Herban family throwing away their knighthood. Indeed, you did on the last two questions. And to be fair, the Brian Danielson was a bit of a trick question, but you should have known Brock Lesnar. You really should. You don't have to be a wrestling fan to know who Brock Lesnar is. He's in the UFC and also did amateur wrestling. So it's not that nerdy of a question. So there you go. So well done, Monica. Absolutely smashed the number round. I was shocked. I'm still shocked at that, to be fair. You know, weird. But she did really well on that. And then name the wrestler. That just proves, I think, she spent way too much time with me because she got them both right. Worrying. So there we go. That's the end of the big Saturday quiz. Lower numbers than usual. But I think, personally, one of my better ones, but I would say that. If you like this jumper, give me a like. I like it from Tesco today. That's why I'm going, says Monica. Because she's good with numbers. Thank you very much.
Because she'd listen to you too much.
And because she listened to me too much, probably the case. Julian, great quiz, no problem at all. 11th. Justina is in 11th.
You said you wanted to know
just behind my mum, Justina. So no shame in that. Olympics were hard, but got better after that. Christine really enjoyed that, but she said she would have done better, but she can't tap the doodle quick enough. You know, because she's old. So one person agrees with me. So that's one person likes my jumper. Thank you. Of the 14 people that have watched this, only one person likes my jumper. So Dan, thanks for the quiz. No problem at all. Dan, it's what I do. Something to do in it. And it's got me drunk on these sour beers. Anyway, I'm going now. Well done, Richard's mum, says Monica. I'm going now to enjoy some more sour beers. And eventually, I think, you know what, I'll go off the beer and probably join to the whiskey. Herb and family want more dating stories. Well, if you listen to Sarah, there isn't any, but I can tell you lots. But not for this. It's a bit blue.
There's no blue story.
There's no blue stories, no. Beer round from Jack. I think we'll do a beer round next time. What a couple of dates at Bolingbroke Castle. There's one for your notebook, Herb and family. Enjoy your evening to you all. I will do. I'll enjoy my evening thoroughly. And I will see you all in a month. Probably be mid-April because I'm actually on holiday, the start of April. Chris Churchill says he seconds the whiskey choice, so he wants a whiskey too. So good. Go on, have some. And yeah, so I'll see you mid-April for our next quiz, which will be Easter-based, of course, because it'll just been after we've all eaten our weight in chocolate.
Easter's at the end of April.
Is it? Easter's at the end of April. Ridiculous.
No, because there's Lent for 40 days, isn't there?
You love Lent, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you all later. People are dropping off the stream like flies, so I best go. I'll see you mid-April for another Bombers big quiz, and maybe when it gets to May, we'll do an outside one with a Barbie going. That's a good idea, I reckon. See you in a bit.
And burnt sausages.
I don't burn sausages.